Goes into the stalls. Race 1, Flemington, they're all set. Racing now, pretty even line. Frangelica will end up about third or fourth the rails. Izir looked to be in bother just after the start and goes back to last. Terranora second last. Stellar Lights jumped in front. There's not a lot of speed on, however. Spiciness is up into second position. Miss Lala was handy. And now Largo driving up goes to third. The favourite fourth, Danewich, or fifth now. And Frangelica midfield the rails. Funny Gal around it from Nepal. 1.5 to Izir. And 2 lengths away, Terranora. About 800 metres to travel, and Spiciness went to the lead from Stellar Lights, and third is Largo. About 2 lengths away, Funny Gal, but it's travelling 3 wide as they round the bend. Danewich in the middle, and Miss Lala's on the rails. Then Frangelica and Nepal. Back second last, Terranora on the outside of Izir. Rounding the turn, 600 to travel, and Spiciness in front. Leads into the straight from Largo. 3 wide, Funny Gal, the bolter. Tucked away, Stellar Lights, and then Danewich fifth, but momentarily held up. Miss Lala got up on the fence. Frangelica getting galloping room now, and it's running on with Nepal. They sweep up wide on the track. It's Nepal and Frangelica going to the lead. Danewich is trying to get into the clear. Frangelica in front. Here comes Terranora from the back. Danewich getting through. Frangelica, Nepal, Danewich nearer the inside, and Terranora. Frangelica from Danewich, Nepal, Terranora, and Frangelica wins it. Frangelica from Terranora and Danewich, and close up Nepal. Then Izir from Miss Lala. Next home, Stellar Lights from Largo, and then Funny Gal, and Spiciness pulled up very quickly. In fact, only just getting over the post now. Number 1, Frangelica, Mark Zara. She had enough galloping room from about the 400 when Nepal looked as if she might have had the momentum and was going to get her, and then Terranora appeared on the scene, and eventually Danewich got the run. But Frangelica staved off all of that opposition and has won it clearly. Number 1, written by Mark Zara, will be the winner from Terranora, number 11, Nash Rawilla. And it is a photo for third. Danewich on the inside will get it, number 2. So it's 1, 11 and 2, and Nepal will just miss the place. Race 2. All locked away. Late scratching, number 10, Redakin. It was at around $77 on Super Tab. Cowrie, the favourite, $2.10. Racing, jumping well nearer the inside, was Lady Mulroy. So it's just in front. Going up to it was Flying Chance, and Molla Molla and Leather Lane racing up towards the lead. It might even take up the running. Leather Lane heading to the 1600. Twickham goes through on the rails to fourth, and then Molla Molla wider out. In between runners now is My Queen. And then came Our Travels, 2 lengths to Cowrie and 2 lengths away the Creature. Heading to the 1400 metres, and Leather Lane goes clear and leads 2.5 lengths. Lady Mulroy was second, Molla Molla third, travelling a little bit wide. Then fourth is Flying Chance, and 1.5 lengths behind those was Twickham. It's on the rails. 1.5 then to the stablemates, My Queen, and Our Travels the outside. And then 2.5 lengths away, the Creature, and Cowrie last. 8 lengths off the lead. Inside the 1,000 metres they head. Leather Lane's a length in front. Second, Lady Mulroy. A length away, Molla Molla third, then Twickham on the inside. Close handy to it as they go past the 800 metres now was Flying Chance. Out a little bit wider was Our Travels, trying to improve. Inside of it was its stablemate My Queen. Ridden along the Creature, and Cowrie's last, yet to be let down, but it's about 7 lengths off the lead. 500 left to travel. Leather Lane turns a length in front of Lady Mulroy. Twickham has had a beautiful run, goes up to third. It's easing to the outside, and then came Molla Molla. The Creature and Cowrie both with work to do. Inside the 400, it's Leather Lane just in front of Lady Mulroy. 2 lengths to Twickham laying in, but it's coming after them. 4 lengths away then a Molla Molla. Cowrie not in it. It's Lady Mulroy going to the lead. Twickham is about a length away, but it's still coming. And then Leather Lane, who's had enough. Lady Mulroy, the filly, finding something, though. It's been a gutsy run, and it'll be a gutsy win. Down to the post, Lady Mulroy held Twickham and beat it 2 lengths. Leather Lane third, then Molla Molla. Next home was My Queen, Cowrie. Never really a hope. Then came the Creature, ditto, and dropping out of it, Our Travels, and at the end was Flying Chance.
Lady Mulroy giving plenty in the finish, trained by Len Trelaw and ridden by Brian Werner. She'll get the money. Twickham, number 1, ridden by Mark Zara, $2.60, and back over nearer the inside, Leather Lane, number 6, $1.70. And what happened to that beautiful horse that we were talking about at Flemington? It's finished.
Vasileios, the favourite. They're racing. Big Pat immediately drifts back after the start with Bold Bard, Away Well Comforts, and also All the Action and Tiffany's Best are the ones that'll race up on the speed. Tiffany's Best over to the fence in front of All the Action, and they get clear by 2.5 lengths to Comforts and Varsileos over to the rails fourth. Then a length away, Maguire, one off the fence from Cocorico out of the straight. Maguire wanting to get his head up a little bit. He hasn't settled too well turning out of the straight there, and he's now out 3 deep. Big Pat just got tightened up for a bit of room. Cocorico around it. And over on the rails, settling down second last now, was Currency Lad. And back to the tail, Bold Bard. A tearaway leader now. Tiffany's Best took off at the 2,000 and opens up, and she leads by about 8 lengths. Second, All the Action. A length away third is Comforts, and 2 lengths to Maguire, now 3 deep on the outside of Varsileos, and Currency Lad sneaking through the rails. A length and a half away, Big Pat, and then Cocorico and Bold Bard. 1,600 metres to travel. Tiffany's Best has increased her lead and is out by the best part of 10 or 12 lengths now. In second position, All the Action. The length away third is Comforts. Maguire's doing it tough. He wanted to over-race going into that first turn and is out 3 deep at the 1,400, running fourth around Varsileos, and over on the inside is Currency Lad. 2 lengths away then to Big Pat. It must be about 25 off the lead. Tiffany's Best has got further in front. Currency Lad's back second or third last now, and about 3 lengths away, Bold Bard at the end of the field. 1,000 to go, and Tiffany's Best led by at least 15 lengths. I might be underdoing it as well. It could well be 20 lengths. In second position, it's All the Action, and on its outside now was Comforts. 2.5 lengths away, Maguire and Varsileos, and then Currency Lad. 3 to Cocorico, 4 to Big Pat losing ground, and passing it now, Bold Bard. Tiffany's Best, 700 to go, is going to get the shock of her life soon. She's going to work around the big Flemington turn into the 500-metre home straight, and it led by 8 lengths to Comforts. Third at the moment, All the Action, and then came Varsileos. Maguire's done it too tough. He's giving ground now. Bold Bard's made ground nearer the inside from Cocorico. Tiffany's Best about 7 lengths in front of Varsileos. Maguire's going to run nearly last. Big Pat's running on down the outside. Tiffany's Best led 5 lengths at the 300 to Varsileos, Currency Lad, Big Pat and Cocorico. Tiffany's Best is 2 lengths in front. Varsileos is coming out after it now, the favourite. Preble has Varsileos within a length. Tiffany's Best a half in front of Varsileos. It kicks again. Tiffany's Best. It's going to win. What an effort. Tiffany's Best in a great ride, Lincoln Coffee, and he knows it. Second home was Varsileos. Third, Currency Lad, and then Bold Bard, Big Pat, Cocorico, and then All the Action, Maguire and Comforts. A few shocks there.
Yeah, big shock. Tiffany's Best number 9, 39.90, 6.80, ridden by Lincoln Coffee. Varsileos looked to have its measure, 1.30. Currency Lad, $3.10. 9.48 are the numbers past the post, race 3 at Flemington. They're moving in at Te Rapa for the running of the Group 2 Waikato Cup. Over
Race 4, Flemington. And they're locked away. Gallopini runs the favourite, but only just. First leg of the quaddie about to get underway. They're racing. Pretty good line. Destruction Point ends up about middle of the pack early on. Accused looking for the lead with its stablemate Continuum. Continuum drives through, so he jumped better today and is going to lead. Sidonic is across to third. Arabian Magic up to fourth. And then Gallopini on the outside of Soviet Draw. Next Destruction Point, Real Time. Spectacular Goldback second last, and Brodance is last on the inside. About 1,000 metres to travel, and Continuum the leader. Half a length to Accuse. A length away Sidonic, and Arabian Magic is fourth. 2 lengths back then to Gallopini's. In the middle was Destruction Point. Soviet Draw on the rails. Next is Brodance, who's getting up on the inside of Spectacular Gold. And Real Time out a little bit wider. They're well bunched, rounding the turn. About 600 to travel. And the leader is Continuum. Narrowly from Accuse, who's about to get level. Sidonic is third. Gallopini has been wide all the way. Arabian Magic is fourth. It's the grey. Now going to third as Accuse went for home. And Arabian Magic went up to second. Continuum's gone. Gallopini still there. Real Time to the outside, then Sidonic and Soviet Draw. Accuse in front. Arabian Magic is giving chase the grey. A length and a half Gallopini. Real Time running on well. Accuse a length in front of Arabian Magic. 2 away Real Time. It's the top weight Accuse going strongly. He found something and he looks home with 100 to go. Arabian Magic safely holds second, then Real Time, but Accuse wins it well. Accuse 2.5 lengths and drawing away on the line from Arabian Magic and Real Time, and then Gallopini, Soviet Draw. Spectacular Gold next in. And then came Destruction Point, Brodance. Sidonic didn't give a yelp, and Continuum, a light of other days. Unfortunately, he was gone a long way out. Time 122.8. Is the favourite at 260, 530. Bomber Bill has had good support. Racing. And coming out of the gates pretty quickly was Bomber Bill. Honourable mention straight over to the outside rail. And only Suit and Dash for Cash are going down the inside section of the track. The others go across to the grandstand rail. And showing good speed was Bomber Bill. Prince Rubiton was up there. And also Bush Outlaw from Longestine, Mr. Royston. And Demon Taj was showing good early toe. Honourable mentions right up against the outside rail. In behind them, Captain Clipper. Kashkai was up against the outside rail. And then came Generalissimo and Off to Sea. And on the flat side, it's Suit and Dash for Cash under the whip. About 400 left to travel. It's Prince Rubiton just in front of Bush Outlaw, Longestine, Demon Taj, Mr. Royston, Generalissimo running on. Off to Sea held up, trying to get through. Prince Rubiton is the leader. Generalissimo giving chase on the flat side. Dash for Cash is going through. Prince Rubiton led Generalissimo, and then Off to Sea. Prince Rubiton in front of Generalissimo. Prince Rubiton ahead in front. Generalissimo still coming the inside. Prince Rubiton, a nose Generalissimo, and 3 lengths to Off to Sea. Then came Captain Clipper, Dash for Cash and Suit. Came down the inside section, but they weren't all that far away. And then Bomber Bill, he was gone at about the 400. Honourable mention, Kashkai, Mr. Royston, and then Bush Outlaw. Demon Taj knocked up Longestine at the end. 1 minute 2.6 will be the time. Prince Rubiton had a fight on the Bounty Hawk Handicap is race 6. The Pumper, the favourite, number 2, trained by Roger James, and Greg Childs aboard. All set. 221.50 the Pumper, and they're racing. Prolific bounded out in front of Keystone and Knockrow, who's going up to second. Collins Street is right up there in the early part. They were followed by the Pumper, allowed to drift back. He'll end up about second last. Elephant Rock on his outside, and Burley getting back in the early part will settle at the end of the field. It's Knockrow outside Prolific in the early part as Mad Harry goes up 3 wide around the Red Dimple. And nearer the rails, Keystone from Collins Street, 1.5 lengths away then. 2 Elephant Rock on the outside of the favourite, the Pumper, and 2 lengths away, Burley. About 1,500 metres to travel, and working up, Knockrow has taken up the running. Mad Harry goes to second, and Prolific now box seating, and the Red Dimple fourth. Now that quartet get away 4 or 5 lengths to Keystone and Collins Street, and then 2 lengths away to the Pumper and Elephant Rock, and 2.5 lengths to Burley. 1,200 to travel, and Knockrow in front in a familiar role, leading. It's a length to Mad Harry and Prolific. 1 away the Red Dimple. 4 lengths to Keystone. On the inside of Collins Street, then Elephant Rock and the Pumper. And a length away last is Burley. 1,000 metres to travel, and Knockrow leads. 1/2 length away, Mad Harry. 2 lengths away third, Prolific's had a nice run. Then the Red Dimple, about 2.5 to Keystone, starting to bridge the gap on fourth. A length away Collins Street, then Elephant Rock and the Pumper, and 2 lengths to Burley. They're starting to wind it up a little bit, heading towards the 600, and Knockrow just led, Mad Harry the outside. 2 lengths away then to Prolific from the Red Dimple. Elephant Rock improving around Collins Street. The Pumper coming through in the middle. Keystone getting up on the rails and Burley, but they're well bunched into the straight. Knockrow's a narrow leader, but the challengers are coming thick and fast now. Getting a run on the inside, Keystone, and the Pumper gets out the favourite. Elephant Rock down the outside running a race, and then the Red Dimple. The Pumper and Elephant Rock go to the lead. Collins Street further out on the track. It's the Pumper, Elephant Rock, then Keystone. The Pumper in front, but Elephant Rock won't go away. The Pumper a neck to Elephant Rock. The Pumper a 1/2 length to Elephant Rock. Now and the favourite comes clear. The Pumper wins it from Elephant Rock, and Burley got up for third. Then Keystone, Collins Street, the Red Dimple, Mad Harry, Knockrow and Prolific. Solidly run race, 2-2 on the fast track. And the Pumper, number 2, found something. Elephant Rock looked a chance. Gee, he was game. Jockey had to go for another hole with about 50 to go, and it was right at that point that the Pumper had gone from about a neck in front to 3/4, and he was strong on the line with the 58 kilos. Greg Childs coming through the middle of the pack. Favourite prevails, number 2, the Pumper. There was some suggestion that maybe the Australian Cup in the autumn might be one of the goals for this fellow. He's had 11 starts for 5 wins now. Second, Elephant Rock, and number 1, Burley, and they were the last 3 horses when they rounded the turn. Even though it was a bunched field. 2, 3, and Burley getting up for third, just ahead of number 8, Keystone, who got and Network News at 17. Final leg of the quaddie, and they're racing. And Network News missed it a little bit nearer the inside. One of the first to appear was Panoramic Lad. with Earl Marshall racing up on the speed. Likewise, New Trader and the Collectors working across as they go up towards the 1,500 metres. So they're still sorting themselves out with the Collector going forward. It'll take up the running from Earl Marshall, who'll end up box seating, and New Trader third, Panoramic Lad fourth. Small Spoils closer today. And then Network News, who ends up about midfield on the inside with Delirious around him at the moment. A length further back to China Syndrome, and then Lord Grable from Treasure Bay. Rosebeat drifts back. It'll settle last. And just up ahead of it now was Minster's Pride, and As You Do settles fourth last. The Collector with not a lot of speed on the leader with 1,000 to travel. A length and a half to New Trader. Earl Marshall tucked away third. Small Spoils is fourth. And Panoramic Lad fifth on the inside. Then came China Syndrome. Network News is over on the rails. Then came As You Do. Out a little bit wider was Delirious as they round the bend. Well back Network News is on the fence. And then Minster's Pride. Rosebeat last. And Treasure Bay over on the inside. Lord Grable about fourth last. 600 left to travel. And the Collector starting to quicken now. Leads by a length on New Trader. Small Spoils is going up three wide. Delirious four deep. And then Earl Marshall from Panoramic Lad getting off the fence. Next is As You Do. And then China Syndrome. The Collector well into the straight. The leader by 2 lengths to Panoramic Lad, who gives chase strongly, and Small Spoils out wider. And then Earl Marshall from Delirious and Rosebeat. The Collector still 2 lengths in front at the 200 from Panoramic Lad, and then Small Spoils, Earl Marshall. But the Collector's going strongly. We've got him covered here. And the Collector's going to lead all the way virtually. Good battle for the miners. Panoramic Lad will just get second in front of Earl Marshall. And running on was Rosebeat. She wants a little bit longer, I'd say, on that performance. Then Treasure Bay, Delirious, As You Do, China Syndrome, Small Spoils Weekend, and then Lord Grable, Minster's Pride, New Trader dropped out, and Network News. Easy one. Dolphin Dance has drawn 11 in a field of 12. And they're off in the last. Splash of Love missed the start, probably a length and a half. And Gift Tiller out the back in the early part. Dolphin Dance jumped away pretty well. Lustrum was up on the speed early. Ballistic Miss was up there in the early part of the race. And Sunlit Plains was handy. Ballistic Miss is back about fifth. Going past it, Belle Princess. Fortune Finder's back about midfield, wide at the moment. Then nearer the inside was Splash of Love. And drifting back towards the tail end of the field now were Gift Tiller with Final Vixen, Snipella and Red Tiamo. About 800 to travel, and Dolphin Dance in front. A half a length Belle Princess. 2 lengths to Sunlit Plains and Lustrum. Another 2 lengths to Ballistic Miss. And then Fortune Finder, Gift Tiller. 2 lengths to Splash of Love as they near the home bend. Well back in the field, or Elmira's about midfield, the inside. And the 3 out the back as they round the turn of Snipella, Final Vixen, 3 deep, and Red Tiamo. About 500 to travel. Dolphin Dance on the rails, just led Belle Princess. 2 lengths away third. Ballistic Miss, 3 out around Sunlit Plains. Lustrum easing out to get into the clear, then Fortune Finder. And wider out Gift Tiller. Elmira starting to make up ground. Halfway up the straight, Dolphin Dance finds. It's a half a length in front of Belle Princess. Ballistic Miss after it. Fortune Finder wider out. And then came Lustrum. Ballistic Miss going up to Dolphin Dance. And then Belle Princess, Fortune Finder, Dolphin Dance fighting on. Ballistic Miss getting level to it now. Ballistic Miss hit the lead. Got up and won it. Ballistic Miss from Dolphin Dance, and Belle Princess held third from Fortune Finder, and then Lustrum. Next was Splash of Love. Further back to Gift Tiller, and then Elmira. Final Vixen, Sunlit Plains, and then Snipella and Red Tiamo. Ballistic Miss, Luke Curry.
Stand well. Line good, away they go. Morietta's